Shir is dedicated to Nishmas Rachelea Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. Okay, we're going to do a little Nyanei Pesach today, and I decided to choose a sugya that pertains to a number of different areas of the Seder. Again, looking at it from a primarily a halachic point of view, and this is the sugya of Ein Osin Mitzvos Chavilos Chavilos. The Gemara tells us in Maseches Pesachim on Daf Kuf Beis Amud Aleph that you're not supposed to Kuf Beis Amud Beis. You're not supposed to jumble or bundle mitzvos. We'll see exactly how that comes out, but the Gemara has the following brisa. It tells us, Tana Rabbana, B'nei Chabura she'mesubin v'kidesh aleim hayom. So you have a group of people that were sitting around. This is Kuf Beis Amud Aleph Maseches Pesachim. They were sitting, having a seuda on Friday afternoon, and it encroached, the Suda extended and encroached into Leil Shabbos. It encroached into Friday night. So what do they do right now? On the one hand, they have a mitzvah to bench, which in general we try and bench ala kos. On the other hand, now there's also a mitzvah of kiddush. So the Gemara tells us, Mevin lo kos shal yain, v'omer lav kedushas hayom, v'sheni omer alav berchas hamazon divi Rabbi Yehuda. So the Gemara says that what they should do is first take a cup and make kiddush, and then when they're finished with their Suda, they'll go ahead and take a second cup and say Birchas HaMazon. Rabbi Yossi Omer, they don't have to do that. They don't have to make kiddush right away. They can finish their Suda. They can keep on eating. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Ochel v'holech ad shetechshach. Even though it's Shki already and Shabbos has begun, they don't have to quickly jump into kiddush. Rather, they can continue eating until it becomes fully nightfall. They can finish their meal. They don't have to be mafsik. And then they can go ahead and deal with kiddush. So that's the position of Yossi. Ochel v'holech ad shetechshach gamro, and then when they finish their Suda, they should finish their Suda entirely. Kos rishon mevarech al birchas hamazon, v'asheni omer lav kedushas hayom, and they'll first bench ala kos, then they'll bring a second cup and they'll make a borei pri hagafen for kiddush. Then they'll go ahead and make the kiddush. The Gemara makes the point, however, both according to Rabbi Yehuda and according to Rabbi Yossi, in this scenario, whether you go ahead and say kiddush first, like Rabbi Yehuda says, or you bench first, like Rabbi Yossi says, both require 2 cups of wine. 1 cup for the Birchas HaMazon, 1 cup for the Kiddush. Why is that exactly necessary? The Gemara says, Amai, why do you have to bother with 2 cups of wine? V'nimrinhu l'tarvayu achad hakasa. Why don't you go ahead and make both brachos, both Birchas HaMazon and the Kiddush, on a single cup? Why do you have to have 2 separate cups? Rav Huna, Amar Rav Sheshes. So the Gemara says in the name of Rav Huna, in the name of Rav Sheshes, Ein omrim shtei kedushos al kos achad. You do not want to express shnei kedushos, 2 matters of kedusha. The Gemara, the Rashbam explains, Birchas HaMazon korei kedusha, kiddush hayom klomer shtei mitzvos. You don't want to do 2 mitzvos on a single kos. Why not? What's the big deal? So the Gemara says, "My taima," and the Gemara answers, "Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak lafi she'ein osin mitzvos chavilos chavilos." The reason is because we don't want mitzvos to appear as bundles, as burdens. To go ahead and bundle 2 mitzvos on a single cup of wine would generate a feeling that this is a burden to us. We don't want to allocate a separate chefza shel mitzvah on each particular mitzvah. We want to just get it over with quickly. And therefore, the Gemara frowns on mitzvos, chavilos, to bundle 2 mitzvos on a single object. Rashbam explains, chavilos, the mechzi aleh kamasui. It looks to be like a burden to you, like something that you want to just get rid of quickly, and therefore that would be inappropriate to go ahead and do. So, ein osin mitzvos, chavilos is the rule of the Gemara. The Gemara says, wait a second, we don't do this. Enos and mitzvahs chavilos, is that really true? V'lo v'hatanya hanichnas l'beis motzei Shabbos mevarech al hayayin v'al hamor v'al basam v'achach omer havdalah ala kos v'im lo ela kos echad manicho la'achar hamazon meshal shalom kulan la'acharav. So the Gemara says, wait a second, if you have a situation where, let's say, you come back Friday night, Motzei Shabbos, you need to go both bench and make havdalah. So if you don't have 2 cups of wine, you can bench and say the Havdalah on a single kos. How is that possible? After all, I know some mitzvahs chavilos. The Gemara assumes that it might even be ma'akev your mitzvah. You won't be able to makayim the mitzvah if you bundle two mitzvahs on one kos. The Gemara says, no, not so fast. Ain't lo shiny. If you only have one cup, so yeah, there's a din lachatchila. But if there's no choice, so then certainly you'll be yotzi your mitzvah havdalah and berachas hamazon if you only have one cup. So the Gemara says, wait a second. But what about the following situation? What if you have a yontiv that falls out on a Sunday, and you have plenty of wine, you have plenty of cups, and the Gemara tells us that this is the classic case of yaknahaz, where a person will go ahead and he'll make in his kiddush for yontif on Saturday night, he'll also be mabdil for Shabbos. So you're doing a havdalah for Shabbos, and you're doing a kiddush for yontif, and it's all happening akos echad. How is that possible? The Amar Rav Yakna. This